All right, so my friends, welcome. We're playing some Pioneer. Pioneer, playing some new cards, or a new card at least. I guess some old new cards, but most importantly, new card here. It's Serra Paragon. We're playing some, this is a Mardu deck played by Elfkid to a 5-0 finish in a Pioneer League on Magic Online. Serra Paragon is a new card from Dominaria United. It's a white 2. Basically the new Lurrus. Sort of. White 2 for a 3/4 flyer. During each of your turns, you may you may play a card.
You're saying it wrong.
Alright, each of your turns, you may play a land from your graveyard or cast a permanent spell from your graveyard. If you do, it gains, and this permanent is put into exile. Or when put into a graveyard, you exile and gain 2 life. So essentially, Lurrus, you can't keep casting the same thing over and over again. But still a pretty powerful card. It's also a 3/4 flyer in and of itself. We have 4 copies of Invoke Despair when those mid-range mirrors. We have 3 copies of Farewell. It's obviously a very powerful card in the format as a whole. And then all the usual stuff here. Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, Vanishing Verse. You get the idea. Bloodtithe Harvester, Bonecrusher Giant. You know, Rakdos Midrange, add a Yorion, add some white cards, and call it a day. Mardu. All right, so that's the deck. Let's get right to the games. Brought to you by
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
And hand is pretty Rakdos-y. We're going to keep this. Just the good old Rakdos Yorion, you know? What's going on? Well, I don't know what's happening, but take a second to follow the stream, and while I'm watching YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram and TikTok and Farmers Meet and stuff while we wait for our opponent here to do whatever it is that they're doing. 74 months ago, watching me play Blue-Eye Control. Is he just now finishing the match? Yori, I choose you again. Maybe they misclicked or something and they kept the no-lander. I don't know. I'm going to keep. His hand is much better than the last one. So, all right, we're doing it. Haunted Ridge. I don't know what happened in game 1 there. I must have misclicked a bad 7 or something. Game loss for a deck check. Yep. All right, so we have Stomp. We got Liliana. We got Trespasser. So a little bit of a Rakdos mirror here. Vanishing Verse. Nice to have a little extra removal. Sports Center alert. Jim, your team is awesome. Sulfur Springs. Cool. Cool. Nothing at all, huh? I'm just going to hold Bonecrusher Giant, honestly. We have, they play a Fable at some point. I want to be able to kill the token without feeling like I'm losing anything for it. Just going to play Trespasser here. I guess I play Trespasser, they just Liliana me. Playing my own Liliana feels alright, I guess. Liliana plus, discard, probably Farewell. Deck overlay should be up. Yeah, it's Liliana. If I play Trespasser and they play their own Liliana, it's really bad. Playing Harvester's like okay, but very mana inefficient. This Farewell is like not doing too much, so. In response to Liliana, Valakut Awakening. Okay, we're off the map. No idea what's going on. They send 4 cards packing. Liliana resolves, plus Liliana. Discard Farewell. So long, farewell. They discard Invoke Calamity, and we are officially off the goddamn map. Okay. Invoke Calamity it is. So this Liliana might even help them, honestly. Creativity. Fable the Mirror Breaker. Alright, good thing keeping that Stomp. Very smart. Good job, Jim. Alright. Draw land, play Harvester also. Cool. So we'll stomp this. Mama said stomp you out. Alright, and then we play this. Plus Liliana, discard. Probably the Wandering Emperor, honestly. I mean, it's Verse or Emperor? We can't cast Emperor. Yeah, I'll just tell the Emperor. We can't cast it, so discard that. They're going to discard a Thoughtseize. Okay. All right. They could have cast Thoughtseize and chose not to, which is pretty weird, too, so important to note that there. Maybe we have more friends. We also have a Bonecrusher friend, too. Make a Blood and say go. Trespasser can start to eat spells in their graveyard to lessen the impact of Invoke Calamity. Fable is going to discard a Pointed Discussion. Sorcery, draw 2, lose 2, make a Blood. Yeah, they're definitely a creativity deck, right? Like, no close. No way they're not. That's actually a pretty cool card for a creativity deck. So, we're going to untap. What would they creativity into? I don't know. So, now the question is, do I even want to plus Liliana anymore? Trespasser. I want to keep this Verse, and I kind of want the land, too. Start by attacking. Worldspine Worm, Xenagos. Worldspine Worm, is it a death trigger or a... It's a death trigger, right? So Vanishing Verse works in the worm. Yeah, right. What's up, Chaos Orb? Thanks for resub. Just gonna cast Trespasser. And not plus Liliana. Liliana's hidden mode of just don't use it. Trespasser, exiling... Probably Discussion. Alright, they have Invoke Calamity here. Sick. Alright, so Invoke Calamity. They can cast 2 cards in my graveyard. Total mana value 6. They can cast Discussion and Thoughtseize. God, what a jerk. Alright, well, that sucks. There goes my Vanishing Verse. This deck's kind of gas. Point Discussion's kind of sweet. Alright, now I plus Liliana. My hand's empty, obviously. They have 3 cards in hand. If they have a creativity, we are probably just dead. Calamity, Pointed Discussion. Yeah, we're dead. Wow. That was cool. Worldspine Worm, Xenagos. Yeah. That was pretty gross. There's your 30-30. All right. 30-30 club. Obviously, if they didn't have Thoughtseize for our verse, we were fine there, but all right. Sure. Cool. Interesting. We get to bring in some hateful cards here. We get to bring in some Go Blanks, some Duresses, some Hearses, and I should have versed the Fable, you think? Oh, that's fair, because they hadn't discarded yet. Maybe you're right. Just verse the Fable and just didn't discard the thing. Yeah, that's reasonable. Get rid of the Farewells. I would say Fatal Pushes are also pretty bad. Did they give it Infect? No, it's just a 30-30. Verse the Fable. Yeah. Oh, I just didn't cast Verse with Thoughtseize, didn't I? Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot. I screwed up. My bad. Yeah, I just.
I'm going to clone college.
All right, that's fine. Farewell and Fatal Push are gone. We still have Stomp for the tokens. Noxious Grass, Rending Volley. I don't want to have to push the Goblin token if I don't want to, but maybe having the option is somewhat reasonable. Invoke Despair. Wandering Emperor is pretty... I guess Emperor is pretty good against the Hasted Worm. Serra Paragon's kind of like slow and crappy. Liliana's like pretty awkward here too, so they just like want to discard cards, and we kind of need cards in our hand to interact. I'm gonna cut some of the Paragons. Let's leave in 2 pushes. Let's try this. Ugh. Good old Clown College. I was just so impressed with their deck, I just like stopped thinking anymore, you know? Deck's pretty cool. Here's a Yorion. And we've got Verse, Go Blank, Invoke Despair. This is fine, if unexciting. Go Blank's pretty sweet. Good mana. Invoke Despair, not really great here, but that's super awkward. Sure. So go. Blood Crypt, tapped, go. Castle Locthwain. So we can just fire off like a naked Go Blank here. Which doesn't really excite me that much. But it's like fine, I guess. Yeah, doing nothing is for me. Obviously, with like Cycle Triome or whatever, but it's pretty shitty. So I kind of want double white for Emperor, maybe. They discarded 2 copies of Anger of the Gods, which seems kind of awful, actually, but sure. 3 lands Fable, very good for them. Awesome Sea-Snid. Alright, so untap and draw another Go Blank. We're going to save this till next turn, I think. Let them discard a Fable first. So let's verse the Shaman, the token. Not allow them to get that going. Then we'll play a tap land and just say go. So, feels bad to verse token, but whatever. They all discard some cards. We'll Go Blank them. Most likely. Discard Worldspine Worm and Sulphur Spring. So, no value off our Go Blank. We could also just Invoke Despair them as well. Now, they had nothing good in their graveyard. Yeah, we're going to cast Invoke Despair. Liliana of the Veil, sure. So, pretty easy Invoke. Invoke. We're going to kill their thing. We're going to have them lose 4. We're going to draw 2. Draw Duress and Shattered Sanctum. Sick. So their hand is gone next turn. Gone. So we're going to open on Duress. Want the highest chance for this to hit. In response, they're going to cast Valakut Awakening. Sure. So, still 4 cards in hand. Their brand new hand is Big Score, Invoke, Invoke, Awakening. Yeah, they're all gone here. They got nothing left. They got nothing. All right. I'm sorry. I can't guess Liliana and Go Blank. I don't know why I'm off today, folks. I'm not thinking things through clearly. We're still gonna blank them though, which is great. So yeah, let's blank them. I miscounted my mana a little bit, but that's fine. So we're gonna blank them. And they're going to discard Invoke Calamity and TIA Pen. What the hell did they discard? Look at the exile pile. What the hell? They discarded the second Awakening and Calamities. They have Big Score left. Okay. So they have Big Score left. And 1 card in hand. We're playing Blood Crypt tap and saying go. We also have Hive for Graveyard Hate too. Sure. Draw Windfall, discard Big Score. 2 cards in hand. Hive is irrelevant here because they have 2 of the same card, basically. We're going to untap and draw a Triome. We're going to Liliana, discard Yorion. Or Triome. Would I rather draw a card with Triome or put Yorion? Maybe I just draw a card, actually. So Cycle this. Cycle this. Just Moto being Moto. Yeah, it's fair. Draw the Wandering Emperor. Kind of gas, but... So, but now, actually, I think we actually leave the Wandering Emperor up. Because Now I'm set. I tapped this. I was so locked in on playing Liliana, but I didn't even consider that we'd be using this. Because the Wandering Emperor answers, if they have creativity, we just like get the Emperor their thing. If I Liliana here and they have a creativity in their hand, we just lose next turn. I guess I'm sorry. They would need a land also. Alright, I'm gonna Liliana. If they have land creativity exactly, we're gonna lose, but whatever. If I had the option to leave up Castle, I probably would do that instead. But I can't do nothing this turn. If I leave up Emperor and they don't have it, so they discard a mountain. Alright, so just like don't draw land and creativity me. Oh, I'm miscounting. I'm miscounting, aren't I? Alright, whatever. They had big score. I don't know. I was thinking 6 for some reason. I don't know why, but sure. Alright, sure. Untap. Draw Shambling Vent. Dodge a bullet. Dodge a bullet. They had to actually have it, obviously, too, but alright, so now I get the Castle, Shambling Vent, and leave up on Emperor, which is good. So we should actually just buy Yorion and then say go. We have Castle or Emperor. So 1, 2, 3. And just ship the old Turnski. Don't have much of a clock, but they discard 0 cards and cast Pointed Discussion. Draw 2, lose 2, make a blood. This deck is sweet. Invoke Calamity, big score. Pointed Discussion. Crack the Blood. Play Pathway. Play Point Discussion, sure. 2 cards in hand. Draw. Stomp. Draw. Duress. Alright, Duress is sweet. Let's start there. Duressia. Hand is 2 more Valakut am I getting? Sure. So we're going to discard Yorion here to our discard this to this. And then we stomp the Fable when it flips. We draw a card with Castle Locthwain or have Emperor up also. They're at 12 already, so 2, yes, good. So go. Crack the Blood. A lot of wheel spinning. Man, they love this card. Alright, sure. Point Discussion. Down to 10. They've done 6 of a damage to themselves. Alright. Stomp ya. Castle. How freaking good is Castle Locthwain, huh? Ridiculous card. Draw Urborg. Untap. Draw Thoughtseize. I mean, we don't really need to cast Thoughtseize, obviously. They have no cards in hand. They discard a swamp. We play a land. We just play Bonecrusher and try and kill it next turn. Still leaving up our Wandering Emperor. 4, 5, 6. I guess we only have 9 next turn with our 2 creature lands, but I think that's fine. I guess it could be 10 with the Emperor, but whatever. Man, they spun their wheels forever there and just didn't do anything. All right, so play bad, win anyway. We'll take it. Yorion, I choose you. Right now, all the baby stuff is like in the like in the dining room. It's just everywhere. You know, the baby's room isn't set up yet. Like it's a huge mess. It's a huge mess over here. Keep this.
Baby doesn't really have a room.
Yeah, baby doesn't really have a room yet. Just toys everywhere. Yeah, I like to keep things neat and contained. Nicole does not necessarily like to keep things neat and contained, but we're gonna keep things neat and contained. Baby's gonna be in our room, I imagine, to start off. So, all right, let's try them. Go. Hail Hydra. Llanowar Elves. Llanowar Elves.
Get off my plane.
Get the hell out of here. Stomp ya. Imagine the verses are pretty good here, too. Liliana's still pretty good. Beseju and Lair Hydra. Oh, this is just the, what's it called deck? The Devotion deck? Okay. Invoke Despair is kind of gas here. They have 5 cards in hand. Do I have any interest in Liliana plus this turn? Or do I just want to play a creature? And then have a thing to attack a Planeswalker? I think being able to attack a Planeswalker is pretty nice. Play Bonecrusher. So you go. Play Bonecrusher. So you go. Mono Green Karn.
I am Karn.
The mana for a Kiora. Man, Invoke Despair is sweet here. And Mystic. So Invoke Despair could be an actual 3-for-1. It's pretty cool. We're gonna lay out a minus here, I think, and attack Kiora. Actually, you know what? We shouldn't even attack Kiora because we're just gonna kill it with Invoke Despair. Nah, actually that's not true. Because if they play a Karn and I can attack down the Kiora, yeah, it's good. All right, so we're gonna go Liliana minus, and then attack Kiora. Sack creature. Attack Kiora. And then play probably Triome. Just say go. It's our double white source. We kind of want to have lands in play for Castle anyways. So we're probably not going to cycle. So now they play untap permanent. Let's see what they play here. Invoke Despair looks pretty gassy here, honestly. Old Growth Troll, draw a card. Pretty good. They don't currently have a forest in play, though. So when I kill the... Oh, my God. This is a blowout. Oh, man.
Don't do this. Please, don't do this. Get up. Let's get up. Don't do it. Man, don't do it. No, don't do it. Think of your family. Think of your fans. Think of everybody. You got me kicked out.
Oh, I timed it bad. God. Magic Online's just so freaking slow. I couldn't get the comedic timing there. I apologize. All right, whatever. Fire off the old Invoke Despair for the 3-for-1. And they have no forest in play to put the stupid troll on. Devastating. Absolutely devastating. Goodbye. 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 That dies. Get out of here.
Get off my
Attack for a
plane.
bunch. They discarded Karn. They have 4 cards in their hand, but woo! All right. We have Harvester, Castle, and Liliana up. Play Oath of Nissa. I want to play Oath of Nissa with the new Phyrexian green 6-drop. That card's dope. 4 cards in hand. We draw Hive of the Eye Tyrant also. I mean, we could like... We're playing Harvester, obviously. The question is, do I want to play Hive and plus and discard Summit? Or do I want to play Summit plus and discard and then instead Castle Locthwain? I think we have enough to do with our mana with this thing. I'm just going to discard the Hive. So, plus discard Hive. I should have played that first, then I should have discarded first, whatever. Discard Festival, sure. Play Summit, and then just say go. And then we have the ability to draw a card end step. We have an Edict available. We have a lot of power in play. Alright, sweet.
Gay. Blouses.
Invoke Despair, looking really impressive there. Alright, so what do we want against the mono green deck? I imagine our Noxious Grasp seem pretty good. Extinction Event. They have a lot of 1s and 3s with their old growth trolls. That was a pretty sick game, yeah. They missed a land drop or two, obviously, but do you want Extinction Event against them? I think we kind of do. And then what comes out is the important part. Farewell's pretty cool against them. Perhaps the Wandering Emperor is not great. Cavalier's 5 too. Oh yeah, this card seems awesome against them. Serra Paragon, I mean, we don't really need a grindy card against them, I don't think. I would say the Wandering Emperors also feel only maybe like this. Makes the mana better too, obviously. Yeah, a lot of odd numbers on their side. No Go Blank, no Hearse, no Duress. Farewell seems good. Invoke Despair seems great. Duress, I don't know if we want Duress or not. I could see an argument on the draw that maybe we want Duress just to like stop their best possible draws. If that is the case, then what are we cutting? What do you think, Dan? You're a mid-range player. Filthy mid-range players. Is that Innis? What's up, Innis? How's it going, bud? I think on the draw, Duress does interest me. Because I don't want to get run over by their best possible draws. I can see Liliana being slow on the draw. I could buy that. So cut Liliana on the draw, bring in Duress, and then maybe we'll bring it in back on the play. I kind of like that. I'm in. Sign me up. Let's go. Trespasser? It's too late now. I heard it hit the button, but... Yorion, I choose you. You know you're so small. Hand is not great, honestly. I like the mulligan this hand. It's kind of bad. Just like stomp, Trespasser, and nothing. I think mulligan here on the draw. We need something better than this. We have, if on the play, if we could stomp their Lana Rolf, maybe it's a little more reasonable, but this hand's pretty bad. I'm a mulligan. I'm scared of their hands on the play, personally, so let's mulligan. Better. Keep this. We have Thoughtseize. We have a red source comes in tapped, which is kind of awkward. I think we dump Harvester here. And then I'm not sure what we're going to do on turn 1, but we'll figure it out. Get rid of Harvester. They go land, and they have an elf. Very lucky. And then we untap, and we can Thoughtseize them off of Brightclimb Pathway. That denies us the ability to play Stomp on turn 2, and probably Vanishing Verse on turn 2 as well. So the question is, can we wait? And if I wait on Triome, am I casting Thoughtseize on turn 2 or not? You know, I'm going to kill the Mythic probably. So, this is like an important spot where we need to like plan our next few turns. If I go Triome, they go land like Old Growth Troll or Kiora. I get to untap, stomp the Lana Elves. They can't cast Karn, probably, hopefully. I guess they can with the Kiora. I need to just Triome. And then we'll decide if we're casting Thoughtseize or Stomp on their turn. Just draw Fatal Push to make life a lot easier. I like the old Mercadian Masks forests. Oh my god, they're popping off. Alright, well now Thoughtseize is really good because only have 3 cards left, so hopefully Thoughtseizes is nice here. Alright, we need a good Thoughtseize here, folks. What do you got over there? 1 good card, 2 lands. Not quite. Not quite. Cavalier of Thorns and so we'll take the Karn here, I guess. This is a pretty sick hand. 2, 3, 4, 5. Take Karn, they can Cavalier, I can Verse it. It's not good, but we have Extinction Event, Vanishing Verse. We have ways to like get rid of these things, so get rid of this. Just gonna play the Climb Pathway on black. These are all coming untapped anyway, so play Grim Climb Pathway and just say go. Probably in trouble here, honestly, but we'll see. So tap 5, play Cavalier. Cavalier is going to reveal Storm, Forest, Haven. And they had to Nykthos too. God, you sicko. Alright. Not good. Untap and draw. I couldn't go Thoughts as a 1 stomp on 2. I would have loved to have done that. That would have been the best possible thing, but I couldn't do that. So we draw Fable. It's definitely super meta inefficient to play a 2-drop here, but the devotion they have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more land and they can just Storm Festival. Yeah, I gotta exile this. This sucks. That's what I was saying about being on a draw. Like their hands on the play are just so good. All right, whatever. I guess we need to draw another way to exile a Cavalier. Honestly, Extinction would be the nut here, but that would be the best possible thing. Oh, no worries. Yeah, I wish I could do that. That would be great. Oath of Nissa. They're going to find themselves... another Karn.
I am
They can cast that too, right? Oh, we're just dead. Yeah, this deck's so good on the play. So we had a slightly stumbly mana draw off our mulligan, and like they just destroyed us. They're actually gonna Cavalier. They hit no lands. All right, so they have a Karn in hand. We can draw a discard spell. They have 2 cards in hand though. Liliana's not good enough. All right. I guess we can still draw Extinction Event. So we're not going to stop playing, but we're pretty freaking dead. Best case scenario is drawing Extinction Events. Let's put our Goblin in play and have more looks at it. So, like, they Karn. They have, like, so much freaking mana, though. Like, just, like, actually gross. Oh, my God. Come on. Are they full combo now? Holy shnikes. Yeah, that was a really good end. All right, so stumbling hand for us, really good hand for them on the draw. They're actually going to Storm Festival, sure. What are you going to find? They're going to find a Pelucranos and a new Nykthos. All right, we're just going to go whatever, it's fine. You got me. All right, so on the play for game 3, I think I still want Duress, honestly. Duress seems pretty important. Like, they have some pretty good cards, some pretty good spells. And, like, the Lilianas don't seem great. Maybe you know what? Liliana's better than Trespasser, I guess, right? Hitting the Storm out of the graveyard's not bad. I don't know, it's kind of close, honestly. I guess we have Farewell in our deck. I forgot we had that card. We were probably dead that turn anyway, but... Trespasser hitting Storm is definitely reasonable. Bonecrusher Verse, Grasp, Fable, Invoke. This is fine. Liliana's kind of whatever. Is Farewell fast enough? Yeah, I mean, like, that game we didn't do anything. We didn't even touch them that game. So, like, normally we're killing their shit and, like, buying time. So, on the play, Yorion, I choose you. 2-lander with a Fable and a Harvester. We got to keep this, I think. Draw a single land. Our hand's great. Our hand's still fine. It's still operational otherwise. We stomp an elf. Then have an elf. We play a Harvester. It's great. No, elf is good too, honestly. So, Lando Calrissian.
Bingo!
All right.
Play Harvester. So you go. Carrier has arrived. Oh, I love it. The StarCraft reference. I love it. Carrier has arrived. We just Fable here, right? Yeah, sure. Play draws like night and day. All right. What do you got? Another Forest. And a naked Karn.
I am Karn.
Plusing Karn. They're going to kill my blood? What a jerk. Alright, Karn's dead. Untap and draw an Urborg. Discard 2, huh? We're going to discard, I would say, at least one of the lands. And I want to keep the Verse for their Cavalier next turn. And we're going to kill the Karn this turn also. And keep Farewell. This is fine. Discard 1 land. Sure. Alright, so draw land. Karn is always naked, that is true. It's pretty sick because I make me to cast our thing too. So we get to red. We're gonna stomp the Karn. And say goodbye to our Karn. Goodbye, Karn. Bye-bye, Karn. Make a treasure. Make a Bonecrusher Giant and just say go. Nope. All right, I mean, pretty good spot to be in. Does Nicole dress up Karn for Halloween? Yeah, actually, poor Karn. Oh, Vanishing Verse gonna be freaking coming in tight here. And now we're setting up our Fable plus Harvester also, so this is great. Summit, flip this thing. Exile this.
Get off my plane.
Get the hell out of here. Vanishing Verse has been tight, honestly. Vanishing Verse has been really good. Buy Yorion. This is a good, clean game, honestly. Just a good, clean game. Yeah, Verse is pretty good. All right, what do you got? Storm Festival? All right, bring it on. Here we go. What do you got for me, opponent? Storm that festival. The dynamic duo. Elvish Mystic and Llanowar Elves. 3 cards left in hand. We get to untap and draw another Farewell. Okay. So they have 3 cards in hand. We have Harvester Reflection active, but like we just want to try and kill them, I think. I just want to copy the Bonecrusher, attack with everything. They have to double chump. And then they take 5 and go to 3. And I should cast Yorion. That's all really good. Yeah, let's do all that, I guess. Alright, copy Bonecrusher. Attack with everything. And then we cast Yorion, and we could blink the Fable if we wanted to. What do we want blood for? What's that matter? So Yorion. I like copying Fable. We'll turn off the Fable for 1 turn, but like we get a token and like we get the level loot next turn. I don't see how things can go wrong here, honestly, for us. But flicker this and this and this, and then say go. We can like loot. The thing is, like we have if we Fable next turn, we get to draw 2 cards because we're not going to pass these Farewells ever. So I imagine there's no wrong way to end this game, but like an insane festival into something maybe is like their way out. All right, good luck. Not too much luck though. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right,
After it was all over,
this deck's sweet.
he took us in the house and served us pancake.
That is an ugly hand. Ugly hand. We're gonna mulligan. Mulligan into 2 lands. Liliana, Trespasser, Fable. We're on the play. I guess we have to keep this, right? Just any red land in our hand's great. So keep this, ship Farewell. Now let's draw a land, folks. Anyone playing LD in Pioneer? I don't know. Are there LD spells legal? Put them all against the 5. Wow. We're on 6. They're on 5. Trying to figure out black-white mid-range. I mean, honestly, not playing Fable the Mirror Breaker is such a huge miss that, like, I don't know if, you know, it's like the ultimate mid-range card. Alright, so my Fable's now blacked out for some reason. Not on my hand anymore, I guess. Oh, it's back. Alright, and, good old Magic Online. Never change Magic Online. Need to draw a red source, folks. Any land is fine. Red source is preferable. Just Spear a Sentinel. Interesting. That's not a castable card. Alright. Might be in trouble here. I don't think we can go to 5 here. Like, gotta keep this hand, I think. Just any land casts 2 spells. A red land in our hand's actually great. Oh, we're getting Elfed here. Leaf Crown Visionary. Llanowar Elves. Oh. Urza Assembles the Titans. That card seems pretty mopey. It's kind of a cool card, but the power level just seems so low. We draw Fatal Push, which I guess is fine. We're going to kill this Leaf Crown Visionary right away. Does Cut Down to make a cool card Pioneer? I guess he was like playing like 2 Cut Downs. Because you're playing Yorion, so you want to have a few more pushes. I guess he put Cut Down in his deck. I think that like 3 Farewells is a lot in this deck, you know? So, all right, they're playing Nykthos also. All right, here they go. I mean, Leaf Crown Visionary is pretty good. We don't actually have like a good out here, honestly, because like we can't cast a spell for so long that actually matters. I think we're just dead. Yeah, like we just can't do anything. Even if we draw a spell there, like all right, whatever. So this is fine. They had a really good hand, and our hand's obviously non-functional. So maybe we should have gone to 5. I don't know. 5's pretty bad. So they get to, in theory, just draw like 1,000 cards here. Because they have infinite mana, and then the Leaf Crown Visionary turns all their mana into cards. Shaman of the pack. So they're going to play this and draw 2. Visionary is pretty good. If you're not familiar with this card. 2 mana Lord. That part's not important. The important part is if you cast an elf spell, pay a green, draw a card. Play a new Nykthos. Oh my god. This card's so busted. And a company. I actually can't work with this card though, because you got to cast the elf. Surprised I don't see more Nykthos in Modern. Nykthos is a good card. Alright, so obviously a non-competitive game there. But we get to bring in our Noxious Grasps and our Extinction Events. We're going to cut... this is a spot where Trespasser seems kind of eh. Serra Paragon doesn't seem great either. Honestly, Serra Paragon seems kind of eh. Like, it's alright, but... Want Farewell. I guess Wandering Emperor is not awesome here because they're not really having, like, one big thing. Like the Paragon... Cut like 2 Trespassers. I guess, something like this. Seems reasonable. I imagine this should be pretty good for us if we can actually cast spells, you know? Decklist should be on the overlay. Yeah, I can see playing 2 cut down of his deck. Just like 2 cut down, extra Fatal Push, little cheap removal. The curve is a little higher than I would like. Right, on the play, Yorion. Much better. We can cast spells, folks. We're doing it. Blood Crypt, go. This game shift was great, actually. We went 3-2, but I punted both losses. And one of them was like an actual misclick. I just like literally misclicked on the game-winning turn, which sucks, but... Alright, so Sanctum. We play this on black. Get a little Stomp action going. Play draw of Stomp versus Llanowar is also a huge part of this format, too. Just like in Modern, play draw of Ren versus Ragavan. Overlay's not working. It should be. There's an issue with Untap recognizing the newest cards. They're still brand new, but... Alright. I mean, Thoughtseize is annoying here. Obviously, his Invoke Despair is pretty sweet, but Farewell's good too. Good against them too, honestly, so... Alright. Bonecrusher and Yorion. We're just going to cast the old Crusher here. Crusha. How good is Bonecrusher Giant if it's still a 3? If it's a 3-3 and not a 4-3? It's still like very good, right? Like change nothing, but Bonecrusher's now a 3-3. Is it still very playable? Leaf Crown, or sorry, Steel Leaf Champion. No match for the mighty Bonecrusher. Yeah, we just attack here. We attack and play Harvester. Rather it be a 3. It was a 3-4. It'd be the ultimate nightmare for aggro decks, right? Like, all right. Yeah, we're just gonna play Harvester here. Play Shambling Vent. We could like buy Yorion, but we could also have Blood here. Might just Blood away with a land. I don't know. We'll see. I get super playable as a 3-3 for sure. Cards are so good. They're at 11. They have 5 cards at end. Land Company here, probably the worst thing possible for us, but here comes Champion. First Blood. Go to 15. First Blood.
Ah, our hero returns.
Sentinel. Nykthos. 4 green company. Nope, Champion. All right. That's pretty good. We have Farewell lined up, obviously. So, like, it's kind of a weird spot. We could just, like, attack here and then Farewell them. I'm sorry, we can't Farewell. It's next turn. We also maybe just buy Yorion here and just say go. Just Farewell next turn. They know we have it, but I guess the fear would be if they, like, they know we have it and they have a company in their hand and they just say go next turn because they know we're going to Farewell and then they company end step and we just die. Cracking the Blood. We could crack the Blood. I'm not sure what we're looking for. I guess an odd Extinction event. Yeah, let's crack the blood. We'll start there. Let's crack blood. Let's crack a Godless Shrine. Fatal Push. That's actually pretty good. That changes everything. Now we just Fatal Push this thing and attack them. So now we're revolted. Kill this. Attack for 7. And now their clock is much worse also. Take 7. Wow. All right. And then play Sanctum by Yorion so they go. All right. Sweet. So they're at 4. We're at 15. If you haven't followed the stream, hit that follow button. Watching YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe as usual. Teamer Escape was sweet. I like it a lot. The deck has the ability to play actual Magic with very good cards like Ren and Iteration, but also can combo too, which is really nice. Cut down is 50% of Fatal Push's power level. Depends on the format. You know, like in non-fetch land formats, I don't think it's like that far off. It's obviously pushes better, but cut down's kind of annoying in standard because it actually kills a lot of the important creatures. Like cut down kills Halana and Alana partners. It kills a naked Adeline. There's a lot of like 3 and 4 drops that it kills that are like pretty annoying. You don't have a proactive game plan? The teamer deck can kill you on turn 4. What do you mean? Like you're just playing Scape Shift. Like I don't agree with that assessment at all because the deck is mostly just good cards and 4 Scape Shift, which is like fine, you know? So what's better, Cut Down or Bloodtithe Thirst? Cut Down. Honestly, like you specifically need an answer for Planeswalkers. I think Cut Down's much better. Casting Bloodtithe Thirst for 4, it just at sorcery speed feels heinously awful. It feels so bad. Cut Down kills the 2/3 haste red werewolf. It kills a lot of stuff. A chance for non-black decks in standard. Yeah, it's like we're like 3 days in the format, folks. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, mono black." Like, I don't think mono black's like good. They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. Opponent is really in the freaking tank. I think Farewell in this deck is a little too Farewell heavy. I think Farewell should be more of like a Season to Taste, maybe 1 main, 1 board, or even just 1 board kind of card. I'm not playing 3 Farewell mains, reasonable or not. Black is probably the best color in standard, I agree, but it's not like unbeatable. It's like day 3, you know? Opponent is like so deep in the tank. Up, untap, tap, untap, tap, untap. Tip, tip, taparoo.
Hey.
Mod opponent.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Remember, folks, if you're a stream sub, Survive Football, sign up. Today's the last day. Also, follow me on TikTok. Fellow kids, follow me on Instagram. These are my new platforms, and I'm waiting for them to be good. Waiting for me to respond. No, you're not. Oh, F6, sure. They tap 2 for a Leaf Crown Visionary. All right. Now they can tap Sentinel Visionary, Nykthos for 6 green. Okay. The thing is, like, they play a bunch of crap, I just farewell them. So, like, right? Like, whatever. Leyline Binding in this deck? No, I don't think so at all. Like, we have 2 land types in play right now, you know? Shaman of the Pack, draw a card. All right. They have 1 card left. We draw Vanishing Verse. They're at others dead. All right, sure. I guess that works. Yeah.
Bingo!
All right.
Verse this thing. Attack for 3. Yada, yada, yada. You're dead. You have Shambling Vent to attack too. Game 3. Soundboard is my stream decks. Elgato partner. That thing right there. Look at that. I have 3 of them at present. I have a 4th one coming and a mini one. You don't need that many. One works just fine. There are nested folders and stuff, but I want to have a lot of buttons, and it's my job, so I don't mind paying for it. So, Elgato partner, let's go. All right, game 3. Nothing changes for me, I don't think. Any fun pictures of my Elgato buttons? Yeah, I have a lot of them. Every soundboard has a picture. Not everything does. Like, I can show you here. Ready? Wait. Who wants to see my soundboard? Who wants to see it? If I see hands in chat, I'll show you my soundboard setup. Discord. Hands in chat. While I wait for our opponent's sideboard here. All right. All right. It's the crappy camera, so we're woo. All right. Here we go. You ready? Here it comes. We're gonna go big cam. So we got this sun here. So we got, you know.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good.
You got that, and this one over here. You know, you got the old KO. Sorry for the glare. I don't know why I won't focus, but this camera's shitty, so whatever. Got that, and the top one. I don't have graphics on all of them, but this is green. It's funny, it's green screening out, but they're all kind of green screening out. Pretty sweet, right? Spider, what do you do, Spider? What do you use your stream deck for? Because I agree, every computer should have one. Honestly, it's like so freaking useful. Like, I am sponsored, but I would say that anyway. Do the Mod Monday sound effect? That's a whole song. We're not gonna do that. So, some real BTS stuff. What's that? Yeah, 3. I'm having someone 3D print me a stand for them. I'm getting a 4th and a mini. Because I want a lot of buttons. Again, you can nest folders and stuff. You can infinitely nest folders, but like for a soundboard, like I can't be like, you know, hey, I make a joke, go over here, press 9 buttons, whatever, and go into the folders, find the right sound effects. So I don't have a lot of buttons, and I can afford it. So it's well worth it. Well worth it. Oh, behind the scenes, sure. Sound control, opening apps. Yeah, like honestly, just like every computer should have one. Not you don't need the XL one like I have. You get a smaller one, but like just opening your websites, programs, macros, tasks. We're gonna keep this handy. That's kind of sketch because we have 2 extinction events. Make it work. Not the boy band. Got it. This hand's not great, but all right. Sentinel Outliner Elves is good. It means they're gonna be a little bit slower. We draw Serra Paragon. All right. I mean, again, not the best hand ever. Yeah, you get a button to open the stream. You have a button to open your favorite thing. You know, you go to your computer and you often just like, you open up the browser, open up Hotmail, open up, your fantasy football team, open up Twitch. You kind of like open up a bunch of things at once. You can have that all done with one button. Thoughtseize. Sorry, I got 2 of them.
Still only counts as one.
All right. Here we go. It's recording macros. Well, it's more than that. Like, there's integrations for different things. So like, there are the soundboards on the actual stream deck. The integration for OBS is what controls the scene. So like, I can change scenes and stuff. That's all a plugin from OBS. And there's tons of plugins for all sorts of shit. So we're going to take Extinction Event, sure. We're going to untap and draw Bloodtithe Harvester, sick. So it's much more complicated than just like keyboard macros. It's not just like, keybinds, but it can do that too. You can do multi-action stuff, which is sweet. Like when I do Bronze Mythic, I hit the button, it like plays the intro, mutes the mic, runs the intro to the end, unmutes the mic, and then it plays my little stinger, like this little thing, automatically, so I don't have to do it. And then it turns that off, and it's all automatic. It's sweet, because I have the multi-action setup. Nothing? So they have a company here? Sure. So we get to untap. We're just going to kill the the Clan Caller, I think. It's funny because if they company into like double Lord, we won't kill it. But it'll force them to company. And I have Extinction Event, obviously. So that's good. Mine have, there are 32 buttons each, and I have 3 of them. But the 50 one's pretty good too. 15's enough for non-streamers for sure. If you're not streaming and you don't need to have the comedic timing or whatever, you can use just one. And you can nest all your folders and everything you want. Yeah, I did it myself, yeah. Alright, get out of here. Kill this. Force the action, see if they have company. Let's make it green. Please use my link. If you, when you go to the Elgato page, check it out. Please use my link. They do sponsor me. And if you don't use my link, they won't know I sent you there. Yeah, for most normal people who are not like absolute full-time content creators, one stream deck is more than enough. But again, I want to have more buttons. I want to have more control. And this is my job, so I don't mind spending money on it. Here's a company. What's it going to be? Again, double Lord, this thing lives.
You look terrible.
War Master and Steel Leaf Champion, sure. So make an elf. The Lord dies. And now I have a Trespasser to eat it and just buy some time. And then I have Extinction Event next turn. We can go eat this thing. That's gone. And we say go. Trespasser holds back everything but Steel Leaf Champion. They have 3 cards in hand. I have Serra Paragon also. Which is actually pretty sick with the Bloodtithe Harvester. Paragon seems okay. We haven't really cast it yet, but I haven't also been like, man, I wish I would draw this card. Seems only okay. Here comes Steel Leaf Champion. And now it's funny, so they leave up company. It goes to Knight, and I have a 4/4, which is sick, so. Play Mystic, War Master. So they have 1 card left. They could cast company if they have it. We draw Dragonskull Summit. We could play Paragon here. Not being able to play a land, because like there's no fetch lands in this format, so like you're almost never playing a land off Paragon. And like playing Paragon on turn 5 and then playing a land would be pretty awesome for immediate value. It's pretty hard to get immediate value off this card. They have Champion. They can pump with this thing too, right? I could Extinction Event on even right now. Just kill both tokens in the War Master. I guess I only have 1 Extinction Event, but I guess I could also discard a Land of the Blood. So I could go like Land, Trespasser, go, discard Blood, Land of Blood. Because like we also just block too, right? I mean, they 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In theory, they play a land, they could pump it next turn and do the whole Death Touch thing. I don't know what I want to do here. It depends a lot if their last card's company or not. What's up, Pixel Paul? Alright, we're going to play this on white. I'm going to play Trespasser number 2. I guess I don't want to exile my own graveyard. It's kind of annoying, but... Let's say go. Alright, they don't have company. Alright, sweet. No company's great. If they go land here and they activate War Master, we can, like, I guess make blocks in a different... I don't know. We'll figure it out. We have to make some awkward blocks and just cast Extinction, but that's fine, too. Definitely kind of awkward. They have a lot of things of varying costs. Alright, so make another token. Even's looking better and better here for our Extinction Event. And then no company's huge too. Because the fear was they would like cast some company, get some odds. Alright, so here comes Steel Leaf Champion. This is the easiest block of my life, I think. Yeah, this is like the craziest stack of all time. Like I double block so fast here. Like what am I scared of, Double block. Trades? Oh my god, give me the trade. Woo! Please. I kill one of your odds, and then all you have left is evens. I'm going to blood here. Blood, discard Summit. Draw Vanishing Verse. Okay. Untap and draw Godless Shrine. Perfect. So we just cast Extinction Event on even. They still have company up, so we'll find out, I guess, if they have it or not. So even, please. Ho!
Get off my plate.
And now we attack. It's funny because it exiles them, so we can't trespass with them. That's fun. Eat this. Gain some life. Play Godless Shrine. Say go. Looking good now, folks. Green. Green. Champion. Or Visionary, sure. Black. Nope. They have another Visionary. No, they have this Visionary. All right, so they draw 2 here, which is fine. I can just verse the Visionary. Then not much else going on. So I can go Paragon, land from Graveyard, verse, which is sexy. Now we're getting the value I wanted to get off this card. Come on, elf player. All right, so casting a Mystic, but no mana to draw a card off of it. Castle Locthwain. Okay, so we have a Dragonskull Summit in the bin. So you can play this thing. You may play a land from your graveyard or cast a permanent spell. If you do, against this permanent. Sure. Play Paragon. Play Summit. This permanent is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, exile it, and gain 2 life. Sure. Attack with the Trespasser. On the off chance they double block. They probably won't, but... It's so funny this card is like... It has like a safeguard on it that like Lurrus should probably have because we're so scared of Lurrus. But like, I don't think this card is broken if it doesn't have a safeguard on it, honestly, you know? It's only once. It's once a turn as exile clause. Like it's so tame compared to Lurrus. I guess Lurrus also once turn too, but gonna versus before they can use it, so they can't play Nekthos or anything either. Just say go. Paragon is broken with how it's worded. The creature does not get the exile clause. What? What are you talking about? Why would it not? Once during each of your turns, you may play a land from your graveyard or cast a permanent spell with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard. If you do, it gains this ability. Oh, you mean like the actual printed card is wrong? Like they like printed the wrong text on the card? Looks fine to me. I have no idea what you're talking about, so. The one on the Mythic spoiler looks good too. Another Visionary? Jeez. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, the spell gets the clause. That's pretty funny. Alright, so now they're kind of popping off here with like their third Visionary. And we need to draw a removal spell. We have the Harvester, but we've already killed only one other Visionary, sure. They have Realm Walker also. Alright, I mean, sure. We're going to need to, I guess, draw something here. They have 0 cards. So, big one next time they can start playing elves and like chain it together or not. Or you can draw a removal spell. Let's draw a removal spell, please. Oh!
Oh, it's Lightning Helix!
Alright.
Oh my god!
And now we can just kill, do we kill Realm Walker or Visionary? Oh, Visionary. I don't even know, actually. We can't kill the Realm Walker, I guess, with no whatever. Let's tag them both and see if we can get them to screw up. Tag them both. Trespasser will eat nothing. It's pretty funny. We could get a blood, I guess. Oh, we're going to trade a whole bunch of stuff off here? Great. I'm cool with this. So we're going to push the Lord. And we're going to kill all three of these. Recast Trespasser. So I'm going to cast the... I'm going to cast... yeah, I'm going to cast the Harvester. Casting a Bloodtithe Harvester can't kill the Walker anyway. So... And they're getting pretty low. Cast this thing. And they'll play Castle. Can't play any more spells off Paragon. Buy Yorion. So they go. And now if we draw a land, we can just go Yorion, flicker both Trespassers, and then drain them for a bunch and kill them. More impactful on old formats, Shredder or Harvester? It's Shredder. It's not even close. Shredder's playable in every format. Harvester's playable, like, you know, everything up to Pioneer and Explorer and stuff. All right, what do you got? Better be... All right, another Visionary. Sure. Opponent's running pretty good. So yeah, I get what people in chat are saying is that, like, this gives that ability... when the permanent would be put into a graveyard ability to the actual spell, and then once it changes zones and resolves into the battlefield, it doesn't have it anymore, which is kind of weird. But so they drew Visionary again, and now they're drawing more cards. They're not going to pay the green for this one, which makes no sense. What? Why did they pay a green and draw a card? They have no cards in end. Sure. They're at 4, huh? Nothing here is... Oh, this has reach. We got sneaky reach, folks. Freaking sneaky reach. So we attack with... Oh, they can't tap this, right? So we attack with the Paragon. They chump block. We recast another Harvester and just keep eating their cards. I drew a land, too. So they're almost dead. 1... Yeah. Sure. Attack a Paragon. Sneaky reach. Watch out for that sneaky reach. Alright, so chump block here. We go land Trespasser from the bin. Start eating elves. Eat an elf. Yorion. Blinks. This actually removes the claws on the Trespassers too, right? So blink, blink, blink. Blank you, come back, exile some stuff. Eat this. Eat that. You go to 1. GLHF, opponent. Have fun. I suppose there's a world where they like pop off super hard here and kill us, but it would require like drawing Nykthos and then just like popping off. Like absolutely popping off. Like they will play War Master, they draw a card off Leaf Crown, it's Nykthos. They play Nykthos, make 1,000,000 mana, top card is another elf, and like even then I'm not sure what they could actually play to win the game. That was pretty good too. Alright. But now they can't Nykthos anymore, so I don't think it actually matters. Because they're at 1, so. No Craterhoof and Pioneer. Genesis Wave. Card's fun. Alright.
Game.
3-0.
Blouses.
Alright. Mulligan. God damn it. We're on the play. We're in mulligan again. Down to the old 5 ski. Don't really get this proving ground, honestly, but keep this. Ship farewell, ship land. Yeah, works for me. Alright, I mean, 5-card Monty, what are you going to do? Johnny resub, thanks so much. Amazon Prime for a free sub. Also, folks, September. Alright, half price subs. Thoughtseize. Come on, you mulligan a 5 and they got a Thoughtseize ya. Come on. Just ate a big old bag of pasta and did my 10. Awesome. Love it. Invoke Despair. Invoke Despair is sweet. So they have a Urborg in play. I'll put this on white then. So we get black and red and Harvester. Alright. I mean, Invoke Despair is really good, but we are way down on cards right now. So, pretty far down. Seer Step Pathway. Also known as Badlands. Stomp my Harvester. Yeah, it's just awful for us. Wandering Emperor. Alright. We're going to buy Yorion, I guess. We'll probably buy Yorion that's discarded to the blood. Honestly. So go. Just trying to get the 5 mana to cast Invoke Despair. Castle Locthwain. Yeah, we're getting wrecked here. Play Fable. Yeah. Untap and draw Trespasser. I kind of want a blood to try and make a land drop. And also my Trespasser here and they just Liliana me. It's terrible, so. Alright, so let's discard Yorion. Draw. Drew a land. Alright, so I'm going to cast the Trespasser. If they have Liliana, it's really bad for us, but what am I going to do? We can just draw land and then cast a full Invoke Despair, which is great, so. I'm going to eat my own Yorion because there's no reason to have it in the graveyard. And wait, does Serra Paragon cast anything, or does it only cast things that cost 3 or less? All right, you can just discard some cards. 3 or less, yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if I was just conflating it with Lurrus, but this deck in Explorer. I think the thing about this deck in Explorer is that a lot of the competitive advantages you gain, god damn it, from the cards you're playing, like Vanishing Verse, the decks that Vanishing Verse are good against aren't really in Explorer. So, alright. We need a land, folks. We need a land big time. We need a land so bad. Here we go. No! Untap land there for Invoke Despair. Kills the Fable and the Liliana and the Goblin. Now I guess we get to play a freaking Naked Paragon. Oh, no. I'm not playing a Naked Paragon. I get to plus the Liliana next turn, too. God. Mulligan at 5. How'd I guess Harvester? They have Urborg. Alright, so I guess we just Emperor the Goblin now. Discard Paragon to the Liliana and just like, I don't even know. We're just down, we're down a few cards here, you know? Down just a few cards. So, like, they plus Liliana, we discard Paragon, and we draw land and cast Invoke. We could still definitely maybe come back this game, but. Alright, goodbye, Paragon. They discard a Kroxa. Oh my god. Talk about firing on all cylinders, right? Jeez. Our terrible 5-card hand against their excellent 7-card hand. So dead. Even with the land now, I think we're just dead. We kill Liliana. Probably Liliana, Goblin, Fable. But they still have 3 cards in their hand, which can never win, so. Alright. Black, 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 black. Invoke Despair you. They just have Kroxa next turn also, so like. Can't Vanishing Verse with Kroxa. Discard the Fable. Yeah, so they keep the Reflection, which makes sense. I'm sorry, I make it 2-2. It's gonna die anyways. Make it 2-2, and we'll say go. So, like, I guess if we were like runner, like Invoke Despair, some big crazy card, we could maybe come back in this game, but. Like, draw Invoke Despair, draw land off and play the land, draw Paragon, cast 2-drop, you know, but they have Kroxa right now, and It's pretty good. Kroxa, 14. Big draw here, folks. Multiply, we need some help. Here we go. Boom. We can go land Farewell, actually. That'd be pretty good. They have the draw step, stop step. No, you can't copy this one. All right, so there you go. Everyone say farewell in chat. Your YouTube comment of the day is farewell. So long, farewell. Oh my god. All right. This is it, folks. Farewell wins the game for us, probably, honestly. I think a full Farewell here. I don't know if it wins us the game, but it's very, very good. They kill that. They attack for 9. Draw Farewell. We kill everything and the treasures and the bloods. They still have 3 cards in it and a castle, but... So long, farewell. All right, here it comes. Here it comes. Dream an opponent. Like, they never help me out with the timing. I gotta see if we can get a Stream Deck function for sounds where I can loop it. So if I can hold the drum roll down and then let go and I want to stop it. That'd be a cool function. Oh god, farewell. Come on. We're doing it again. Come on, farewell. Come on, farewell. Ugh. Always play the land first, then concede. It's fine. You're all into 5 against their very good hand. Whatever. It happens. We're going to bring in what? What do we want here? I mean, Go Blank's pretty cool. Just like the old grindy phase of the game. Most of our cards seem good, honestly. Like, what do we not want here? Like, Fatal Push isn't particularly exciting. Go Blank is just like a good grindy card that also hits Kroxa. Take the pushes out. Just call it a day. We have Paragon, Emperor, Invoke, Farewell, Bonecrusher, Liliana, Trespasser's great, Fable's good, Harvester's good, Verse is good. Yeah, this works, honestly. You want like a Hearse maybe over the last Fatal Push? Or want to keep one Fatal Push in? Hearse is like okay. I don't think it's great. It's fine. Let's do this. I think we're fine here, actually. What's up, Run of the Mill? Just wondering, honestly, I didn't drop. I lost like, usually I'm like 800 to 900 subs. I was down to like 650, but once I started streaming it popped all back up. You know, like the thing is, like, for my longtime subs, like they hopefully aren't gonna drop my sub, you know, after 2 years, just because I'm not streaming for a month. It's internet problems, so it wasn't like that bad. It was more so the stress and then the time lost working. I spent like 20 hours like on the phone with them. It's a ridiculous amount of time, just like calling them, dealing with them, you know. So it was more of that. I just like didn't get much work done for a month, and like I really needed to get work done because we had stuff to do in the house, and also do my normal workload too. So on to play Yorion, I choose you. Like Yorion's also a big advantage too. Here, it's a free card. Yeah, this is great. Now we actually like can just keep a hand. Feels pretty good. So all right, we're gonna Ridge. Let's play Ridge on 1. So you go. I'm still doing YouTube content, etc. Alright, Thoughtseize me, whatever. Take Invoke Despair, probably. Liliana does make Trespasser a lot worse. We need Lingering Souls. That's what we need. We need some freaking Lingering Souls.
Wow.
Anyone? Lingering Souls? No? What the hell's going on? Let's take a freaking card, Bonnet. Jeez. Take the Go Blank. Wow, interesting. Alright, let's play tap lands. They go. Freaking Lingering Souls back in the day. It was Innistrad block. Yep, you are correct. Play Harvester. Alright. Question is, like, do I even play Trespasser here into their possible Liliana? I don't know if I do, honestly. I also don't know if I can play this White Source because we need triple black for, or quad black for Invoke Despair. These pathways are kind of awkward. We drew like the 1 mountain and 2 pathways, which is super, super awkward. I mean, we want double white, but we need to have Invoke Despair also. All right, I'm gonna play some black. Do you play Trespasser or not? It's funny because like before Liliana, Trespasser was to slam here. Like you just slam it. It's great, you know. But after Liliana, things are definitely a bit different. Yeah, I guess I just play it. It kind of sucks, but whatever. Don't really have another good play, so if I don't play it and they just play Fable, it's like much worse, I think. So all right, I guess it's pretty bad for us. Draw a Bloodtithe Harvester. I can't afford to play this on white because I want to cast Invoke Despair next turn. Although they might just have a Thoughtseize since they didn't take this, so they might just have another way to discard it. But just gonna play the mountain, I guess. Play Harvester and say go. Gambledore asks, is there a possibility that I play your deck for a league? If I did that for free, I'd be doing that 24 hours a day, every day for the rest of my life. So I had a show called Your Deck Live I used to do where you could pay money to donate to the stream, and then I would play your deck and give you, yeah, that's other thoughts. Their deck was actually just perfect in both these games. Where I give you feedback on your deck. We would, give you an updated deck list, and I use to see your deck play on stream and stuff. But that is currently closed, unfortunately. All the info is on my website, jimdavismtg.com. It will come back at some point. I'm currently expecting, and I got a lot of other stuff going on too. And it's been a long time coming for sure. But now I get Liliana too. Yeah, this game could not have gone worse for us. Could not have gone worse at all. But here's the website. There's a thing on the top here. I play your deck that explains how your deck live works. But it is closed right now, so be aware of that. And it is no plans to open it at in the near future. All right, I mean, just start Vanishing Verse. Like, yeah, I mean, like their hand really lined up just absolutely perfectly in this game. Still 3 cards in hand. Jesus, like actually, you could not script a better game for them. Turn 1 through 4, couldn't script it better. All right, untap and draw a Sanctum. Awesome. We're gonna blood away this Brightclimb Pathway and draw another land. Perfect. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like it'd be hard for their hand to be any more perfect than what's happened in this game. So, Yorion, tap land, go. They plus Liliana. I discard the Sanctum. Probably can't guess this. I would think that we're favored in like the mirror based on the white cards in our deck and having Yorion and so on and so forth, but not if it goes like this, obviously. Mulligan to 5 in game 1, and this game they've just gotten perfect every turn. All right, we see Trespasser. Yep, that's pretty good too. It's a Graveyard Glutton, thanks to my prior turn of Trespasser and my not playing a spell last turn. And we're already at all right, so Invoke Despair here is probably our best draw. So let's do that. Damn it. All right, we're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're just dead. All right. Yeah, I mean, that sucks. Whatever, it happens sometimes. There you go. Match 5, let's go. That is true, honestly. The more money I make, the more I can. I'm actually in the process of like trying to hire a personal assistant, so I can not do everything myself. Nicole obviously helps with the YouTube, but of course Nicole is going to be on maternity leave for the next 6 months. So I'm probably going to be hiring a company to handle my YouTube, and then also hiring a personal assistant to help me out with just like general stuff. So Ross is furious.
Poor predictable Bart.
Ross, always furious.
Good old Ross.
Furiousness.
Nothing beats that.
What's up, Ross? Let's talk rates. I mean, Dan, honestly, if you seriously wanted to talk, we could discuss that if you'd want, Probably like 15 hours a week, I would think. I don't know. I talked to Cedric about it a little bit. I'm talking to a few of my mods about possibly doing it. I haven't had time to really lay out the exact thing. But Ross, you're a sub now. Thanks, Squirrel. Damn it, Ross, stay subbed. There we go. They get a Nykthos. All right, so we have Push and Verse and Harvester. We do Castle Locthwain. Cool. You know, my job is great. I love everything that I do, but it's a lot of work. You know, I'm a one-man business, folks. I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. Let me handle my business. Damn. So, all right, in for 3. I'm scared about what here? The 4th mana. Nykthos doesn't really do that much. I mean, like, we have the Blood and the Push. I kind of doubt we'll need to cast Verse next turn. I guess they play a 4/4. I'll leave up Verse, I guess, sure. Leave up Verse or Blood and Push or just Blood. That's Fiverr's like the Defined Contractor site. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I've had a lot of trouble finding good help, honestly, as far as like finding like editors. I have a very good YouTube editor now, which is great. Took me a long time to find a good one though, and just finding help in general is tough. It's so hard to find good help these days. Right, we're gonna Blood and discard a Blood Crypt. Do I need double red for anything? Actually, I already have a white. I'll discard the Godless Shrine. Discard Godless Shrine. Oh, yeah, Invoke Despair. Let's go. Vanishing Verse is bad boy. Get out of here. Untap and draw Haunted Ridge. All right. I mean, we're a little floody here, but in for 3. Castle Locthwain. I mean, just playing land saying go, right? So I have Yorion too. Almost forgot the Yorion, folks. Can you believe this? Can you believe this? We're gonna I wanna leave Push up also. We can play this on white, I guess. Play this on white. Buy Yorion. Leave a Push, so go. Now I have Push into Invoke Despair, or just Invoke Despair in general. The Invoke Despair is a bit insulated because they have the Oath of Nissa, but it's still still a good card. Here's Temple Garden. They have enough to cast that thingy here. Old Growth Troll. Shit. That's Old Growth Troll into Storm Festival. Sure. Alright. It's pretty good. What do you got? Oath of Nissa and a Haven. Not quite 6 mana worth of cards, but sure. Oath of Nissa will find what, though? This is the big one. They find something good here with this Oath of Nissa. They find a Cavalier of Thorns. That's pretty good. We get to Invoke Despair them next turn, which is only okay. Yeah, so we Invoke. They lose the Troll and probably Oath of Nissa. So at least it like lessens their devotion. And I draw a card, so sure, I guess it's fine. Play Ridge, play Invoke Despair. Black, 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 black. Gambledor's gifting subs. Holy crap.
Oh, it's Rising Helix!
Thanks, Gambledor. You're great. Very, very kind of you. If you're a new sub, join the Discord. And you got to pick the great time to sub because the signups for the Survivor League, that is the NFL Survivor League, end today. In the Discord. Go check it out. Check it out. Let's go. Appreciate it, my friend. Boom, 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 boom. I also do deck techs, Gambledor. Those are $10. That's still open. $10 for a deck tech, and I'll go over your deck on stream for 5 minutes, give my expert level opinion on it, and give you some advice. So, with your 10 gifted subs, I'd be happy to do one of those for you for free. Here's Cavalier of Thorns. They had Nykthos mana too. Shit. Yeah. All right. I mean, we can verse the Cavalier, but can they flash back the thingy yet? They can. Oh, no. I'm scared. Help! Please be as bad as the last one was. Lanarelf. It's only the top 5 cards. 5's not a lot. We're also at freaking 7. It's a fairy who slows the sunset and a land. Teferi can obviously untap the Nykthos. But the question is, do they have more? Oh, they have a Storm in their graveyard too? Oh my god. Oh, they're one short. Oh, no, they're not. Oh, yeah, they are. No, they're not. Yeah, they are. Hello. All right, so we have Vanishing Verse, Fatal Push, but no Delirium. And then when the Cavalier die, I'm sorry, I have an Exiling effect. Blah 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 blah. They get a storm. I can't stop them from storming next turn. What is game 1? I verse Cavalier of Thorns, and then what? Like, can't verse Teferi. Teferi makes a bunch of mana. They're like basically about to pop off here, and we can't do anything about it. So, yeah, we're just gonna attack with. We're just gonna get rid of this, I guess. So verse this. This storm's gotta miss, folks. It's gotta miss hard. Otherwise, we are super dead. The green deck's good. The green deck's definitely good. Nykthos. Shrine Nyx. Okay. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. They have so much mana, it's actually heinous. They have like 35 mana or something. That's a total guess. But I'm sure if Ross is still here, Ross will tell you how much mana they have. Ross likes doing math. I don't like doing math. All right, Othanissa and Karn. That's not good. We have to be just dead, right? They have like the loop or whatever. I don't know how it freaking works. Just gonna F6 and hang out for a second. Crazy for a Yorion and blink the Bloodtithe Harvester for another blood. The problem is, like, what am I doing with that? You know, like, it's Kiora. This is like the full Monty, right? They have everything here. Ross says they have 40-12 mana. He's always figuring things out, that Ross. Always figuring things out. So they go car and they get that spell or whatever. It like loops things. They have so much mana. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have 11 devotion. They can untap their Nykthos. They get the Chain Veil. They cast the Chain Veil, and it allows for double Planeswalker activations, right? Woo! Yeah. All right. That's fine now. What's up, Demonic Tutors? All right, yeah, we're gonna pack this one in. All right, I'm gonna pack up my bags. I'm gonna go take a shower. Come back for the game tomorrow. All right, so we're gonna want. I like the Duresses. I like the Grasps. Extinction Event. We were saying that we didn't like. How did we board last time? We boarded out. What did we board out? I don't remember. The Wandering Emperors and the Paragons, maybe? Then we cut like 2 Trespassers. We cut 2 Lily on the draw. I think on the play, it's still fine. Trespasser is mostly just to exile the Storm Festival. Doesn't really do much else. And that might not matter. Yeah, I think it's just this. Want the Verses, the Pushes, the Thoughtseize, the Harvesters, the Bonecrushers. Liliana's like, okay. I don't think it's great, but sure. Try this. Time to read The Hobbit. In a hole in the ground there was a hobbit. Not a nasty, wet, dirty hole. Not a hole filled with bugs and creepers. It was a hobbit hole. And that meant comfort. Yori, I choose you. It's not great. Obviously, turn 2 Stomp on the play is good for their elf. Turn 5 Invoke Despair is pretty good too. Everything else is not. I'm going to keep though. It's like not particularly exciting, but I'm going to have a little faith, you know? A little faith in my deck here. Playing ball against the 6. Of course, the downside of playing Yorion is, have you guys Thoughtseize once the entire league? I feel like we just never draw Thoughtseize in a million years, but that's part of the punishment of playing 80 cards. So long, farewell. Forest, Oath of Nissa, not Llanowar Elf, sure. They're going to get Lair of the Hydra. Hail Hydra. You draw a Mountain. Yeah, I guess. We just play Mountain and say go. Definitely want to draw spells. No question there. Oh, that is a number 2. Okay, that's fair. So their hand is definitely not optimal. They find Kiora. Okay. Play Layla Hydra. Play Lantern off me too. Oh, thank you. Let's give me something to shoot at here, all right? Thank you. Appreciate it. Bonecrusher Giants, also a buddy. Untap and draw another land. All right.
Somebody's playing a prank on
That's
me.
enough lands for one day, please. Thank you. We'll buy... I'm sorry, we're going to play Bonecrusher here. I like some spells. We're not doing that badly, because Invoke Despair, their hand's not great, so the Invoke Despair will be on time, probably. Nykthos. Kiora. Alright. Unsap and draw another land. Excellent. Fantastic. Wonderful. Attack Kiora. And the goal is to attack Kiora, so they play Karn. I can attack Kiora and kill the Kiora and then cast Invoke Despair, I believe. It's my thought process, at least. Maybe I'm wrong, but... Alright. We can't draw spells. We'll just put spells into our hand, I suppose. Drawn 3 straight lands this game. Invoke Despair next turn, though. And then hopefully, and many more. They can sack the Nissa, obviously, the Oath of Nissa. Untap a land. Ugh. Ugh. Cavalier reveals 5 cards. It reveals Festival Beseju. Oh my god. What sick value. And they draw Lanarolf too. Oh my god. Alright, well, this game has gone literally about as bad as it possibly could. We haven't drawn a single spell, and they spiked the Lanarolf off the Kiora draw to insulate against the Invoke Despair. That's so disgusting. Alright, I mean, we're still casting Invoke Despair, but... yeah, play land, Invoke Despair. We actually draw 0 cards here as we kill 3 things, but it's just not good enough, so we didn't draw any spells, so... Invoke Despair you. Without the Lanor Elf, if we get to kill the Cavalier of Thorn there, it's actually a pretty big game, I think. But we did not, of course, so... Let's draw literally any spell next turn, please. Even honestly, I think this is a farewell game, I think. We gotta draw farewell. Exile that Graveyard, exile the Cavalier. Haven. We got a farewell, please. Farewell would make up for all the lands we draw in this game. Oh my god. Hail Hydra. I snap block here. We're playing to farewell anyway, and we're taking a lot of damage too. That's a very odd play. Just like, let me Stone Rain you, waste your entire turn. Sure. Yo, bro. I heard you like lands. Alright, Naked Yorion. Let's go Naked Yorion. Me and Naked Yorion to the moon. Yep. Naked Yorion, Hive. So, we actually haven't drawn a spell the entire game. We kept Bonecrusher Invoke 5 lands, and we've drawn 5 lands in a row. Not so good. Not so good. They have Devotion of 5. So, can they cast? They flashback the Festival? Blocks. God. Farewell. 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 Come on, Farewell. Farewell. If I cycle this, I can't attack with the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. God. We can start like trying to Hive the Storm Festivals, but can they cast Storm? They have what? They have Nykthos is 5 mana, 6, 7, 8. They have 10 mana. Like, could they have cast it last turn? Or they cast the Haven last turn. So they have 2 Storms. We can't exile one of them. You actually just cycle, right? All right, sure. Cycle Triome. Draw Fable the Mirror Breaker. That's actually a pretty good draw, because now I can, like, loot away my entire hand. So, play Fable. Make a token. This turn's going to go so bad. Now we have 3 looks at Farewell, I guess, right? Let's make a deal. Let's white, red, black. Sure. Play a Godless Shrine tapped. And then do I attack? Or am I going to double block? Yeah, let's attack. So I don't want to kill this. I also want to Farewell it. So sure, attack. Project says, why 80 cards? It's putting together a Mardu midrange deck, similar to Red-Black, but with Liliana, Leyline Binding, Serra Paragon, and Shadow Prophecy. Leyline Binding is pretty hard to play in Pioneer, I think. I don't know if I like that. And Yorion's just good in the mid-range mirrors, you know? You don't lose that much by playing Yorion. I don't know. It's like 5 out of league. Looks sweet to me. We're playing it. We were crushing until the last 2 matches. We lost to a mid-range mirror, which drew horribly, and now we are in game 2, down a game against Mono Green. Deck has felt pretty good, though. Obviously, drawing all lands doesn't help either, but that's what we got Fable for. All right, what's it going to be? Storm it. Festival time. That's a shadow. That's a shadow. My shirt's not dirty, right? Jeez. Got a little stomach, though. Freaking out of shape. How do you stay in shape when you're 38 years old? I feel like I've aged so much over the last, like, 2 or 3 years. I used to be spry, fit, in good shape. Never had a little around the stomach, you know. They hit Llanowar Elves Karn. Okay. We're online here, right? They get an artifact, but they can't cast anything yet. Any music recommendations? Yeah. There's a band called Dreamwell from Rhode Island. They're like a Scrams, like post-hardcore or whatever kind of band. Portable, wow. And they are freaking awesome. They actually played a VFW hall on Long Island, less than an hour from my house last weekend. I didn't know about it. I was pretty mad, honestly. They're really, really good. The best new band I've heard in quite a while. We draw another land. All right. Now, what happens if we draw 2 more lands here? What do y'all think? 2 more lands? Ready? Nope. Double Harvester. All right. They just gave me their Karn. So they can Festival again, I guess. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Now I can Hive the Eye Tyrant and kill Karn, leave Yorion back, and eat the Festival. We might have a chance here, folks. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, but let's go here and fire up the Hive. There's just the Hive attacks. I'm gonna leave Yorion back to block the Cavalier because we were at 5. Can't find the Discord channel. Yeah, it takes about an hour to sync Gambledore. Also, are you a sub? I think you gifted subs. You didn't actually sub yourself. So you got to be a sub to get in. That's really awkward. We're going to Hive away their Festival. And now they got no Festival, which is great. You're a sub? There's no little thingy next to your name. Well, if you're a sub, yeah, then you link it up and it takes about an hour to sync, for sure. That's awesome, though. Welcome. And if it doesn't sync, contact the mod. All right, so attack the Karn, eat the thing. And we've already played a land, because we have 1,000 lands. Play Harvester. We can blood away a land, too. Gambledore, now you're a sub. Yeah, so yeah, you didn't sub yourself, Gambledore. You subbed, you gifted 10 subs, but you don't get one yourself for doing that. So now you're a sub. So welcome, happy to have you. Thanks so much. And now link your Discord, and it should show up in about an hour. Yeah. All right, 7 mana for Nykthos. Another Karn. I want to draw Farewell so bad. All right, so reveal an artifact. What can they do here? Am I in trouble? I'm probably in trouble, right? We can blood away a thing. Shouldn't I have blooded? Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. I just forgot this. Sure. Worst ability ever. Thanks, Coral. You're great. Freaking passive prison abilities on Planeswalkers. Just like, don't think about it at all. It feels so irrelevant most of the time. And then half the time it screws you. Is Tron so strong in Modern? I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's not great, but That sucks. That was really, really bad. Not blooding there. That was really bad. But shit.
That's it. I'm going to clown college.
The fact that they haven't slammed a Karn card, that's pretty good for us. Alright, folks, Survivor League. Sign up now in the Discord. YouTube folks, sorry, you're in the future. The season already started. Still love you, though. We got our holiday cards this year. They'll get to see Baby Davis in the holiday card. For those who don't know, I do a holiday card for my subs every year. So a holiday card with a signed Jim Davis token. Usually like a foil, like something else. Sky Sovereign? That's terrifying. You get, if you're a sub, you get one of those. But you gotta be on Discord, you gotta be a sub. So kill the Harvester. So now we actually have one shot at drawing Farewell. Not blooding was so bad. Oh god. Not blooding was so bad. Stupid card. I hate card. Getting passive punked left and right. Alright. Sky Sovereign kills us. What is this? I'll make a wolf. Alright. Here we go. Dun dun bam bum bum. Say farewell in chat, folks. One more time. Say farewell in chat. I want this one so bad. I really want. Oh, we're gonna look at the next card. Bonecrusher Giant. Damn it. Alright. Actually, I'm sorry. If I kill... Nah, I can't kill the Karn and I have a mana for Farewell. We... Kill Karn costs 5. And then I can blood. And then I would need to have... I don't even know. So we have to not die to Sky Sovereign. What do we have to kill Sky Sovereign? Not much, honestly. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Stupid blood, stupid Karn. Harvester. I would have had 2 looks at it too, actually. So I could have played Harvester and blooded again, too. Getting light with Vents doesn't really do much. So we're at 5. And the Sky... I guess like that it kind of works. If we Vent, attack, cast Bonecrusher, cast Harvester, that means we'll be at 7. And we'll have 3 blockers. We still die to... Oh, they can't crew, right, too. Oh, they can use Karn to crew the Sky Sovereign, and we still die. So... Unless they, like, they don't know the Karn interaction, but... Alright, they got us. We're dead. That's fine. If a top card's Farewell, I'll gift 3 subs randomly. Alright. Here we go. What? Why would you close the game? I want to see my top card. Does it always do that? That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Well, now we'll never know. I wanted to know if we screwed up or not. So, but all in all, the deck was sweet. I think that Serra Paragon's kind of blah, but Vanishing Verse and the Wandering Emperor do line up really, really well. So does Farewell too. I do think the deck it feels like a little bit top heavy because we're playing 80 cards. We don't draw Thoughtseize as much. So like I wouldn't mind a little help in the earlier game kind of element of things. 3 Farewell main seems like a lot. I feel like you probably could just board them and maybe play like 2. But we cast Paragon once or twice. It was okay. Is the 4-mana Double Shock Angel better than Paragon? That card's pretty good, actually. Maybe, honestly. That card's pretty solid. And that card has an immediate impact, although it costs 6, not 4. But maybe. It's worth trying, honestly. The card is really, really good. So, that's the deck. YouTube folks, love you, like, comment, subscribe. You're all great. And, yeah. Click bottom, return to game. Hold on. Oh, there it is. We did it. Okay. All right, we're back online. Good job, Kulo. Appreciate it. First time chatter. All right, here we go. Was the top card Farewell? Did I punt? I'll give 3 subs if it was. Magic God says, fuck you.
We have technology.
Magic God says, no way, no how. I can still tap lands. Look at this. I'm gonna stop. What the hell is happening? Activate Shambling Vent. Magic Online never changed. Magic Online actually never changed. The cat's still in the box. We'll never know. We'll never know. Dan says, did you actually think that would work? Yes, I did. I'm an idiot. All right, well, cancel. Yeah. Okay, I guess we'll never know, folks. YouTube folks love you. Like, comment, subscribe.